Alright, hey guys, welcome back to another recap. I just wanted to film this one for yesterday just to get it out the way so I don't forget to do it. And yeah, so let's get this one started. So, Lakers Pelicans is the first game we're gonna look at. Pelicans won this one by 5. It's actually a pretty close one. The Lakers were up most of this game, and the Pelicans kind of made a run in the third quarter and the fourth, and won this game. So. On the Lakers side of things, Anthony Davis actually led the team in scoring with 34 and 14. Yeah, he definitely had himself a game. 13 of 25 from the field, 2 of 5 from 3, 14 rebounds, 3 assists, 1 block, and 1 steal and 2 blocks. So Anthony Davis definitely had himself a game. LeBron had 27. And he shot 10 of 22 from the field, which is definitely not... You don't expect LeBron to shoot that poorly, so 1 of 7 from 3. So he did have 27 points, but it definitely was kind of an off night in terms of shooting. 9 rebounds and 6 assists. By the way, LeBron is 46 points away from passing Kareem Abdul-Jabbar in the all-time scoring list. It still doesn't make him the GOAT. But it's still very impressive nonetheless. I'll give my credit where credit is due. That is definitely not an easy feat to pass. So, I definitely want to give LeBron his credit. And yeah, so I want to give LeBron his credit because it is still impressive, but he still hasn't done enough throughout the entirety of his career to pass Jordan, in my opinion. But again, if you guys feel that LeBron's the GOAT, it is your opinion. I just think I've always thought that MJ's the GOAT. And I usually, when I back that statement up, I usually back it up with facts and achievements and just stats and everything. I usually back that up. A lot of LeBron fans that think that LeBron is the GOAT, or at least the stupid ones, they think that they just look at the 2016 championship and think that or they look at the longevity stats because LeBron has only passed MJ in almost every statistical category. But the difference is LeBron played a way longer career than Jordan did, and Jordan had more career achievements than LeBron in a shorter career. I mean, you know what I'm saying? And in MJ's peak, MJ's peak was more impressive than LeBron's peak. In my opinion, at least. Even though LeBron's peak was a lot longer than MJ's peak was, MJ accomplished a lot more in his peak. And the fact that his peak was shorter and he still accomplished more, I mean, yeah. I mean, he three-peated twice, he's won 10 scoring titles, 9 all-defensive first-team selections, and a 3-time steals leader. And has the highest points per game average in NBA history. For his career. So, you know what I mean? So, anyways, that's a topic for another video. I might make a video on the GOAT debate and whatever, and my personal opinions on it at some point. Maybe I'll do that maybe in the off season or in the playoffs, because I don't think... So, I wanted to discuss this really quick. So, Kyrie obviously requested a trade, right? And a lot of Lakers fans came out of their caves and are thinking that he's gonna get traded there. So, while it's not impossible for that to happen, I mean, the trade deadline ends on Wednesday. So, and it's Sunday now. So, I highly doubt that the Lakers or that the Nets are going to the Lakers are going to figure out a way to convince them in 3 days. I think the Nets are going to probably hold on to him. Even though a lot of fans are like, well, he's gonna walk away for nothing if you don't trade him now. At least get something back. But why would the Nets want to pair Westbrook next to? I know Westbrook is an expiring contract, but why give KD that headache? Why would the Nets want to give KD that headache playing next to Westbrook when he left him to play with Golden State for a reason? Because he was too ball dominant, turned the ball over a lot, and couldn't shoot well. So, even though he's been decent off the bench for the Lakers, it doesn't mean that it's a good idea for the Nets to make that trade, especially considering he leaves, he's an expiring contract, and then what? You get like 2 first-round picks? That's not enough. I think if I'm the Nets, that's not enough for Kyrie. I don't think that's enough. I would try to explore other options first. I think that Lakers trade would probably be a last resort for me. If I couldn't find anything better, I want to explore all my options first. If I'm Sean Marks, I want to explore all my options first. Then, if I still can't find anything that I think is better than the Lakers trade, then maybe we can come to it. Maybe they'll come to an agreement. But other than that, I think the Nets should explore their options first. This is my personal opinion on it. Again, this is not me like, oh, I don't want the Lakers to do well, even though I'm a Celtics fan. Lakers are our rivals, and I don't want them to pass us in banners. But that's beside the point. That has nothing to do with this trade. I just think, from a logical standpoint, I would explore my other options first for the off season. And and also, how do we know that the Lakers are going to be instant championship contenders with that trade? How do we know that that's going to infinitely make them championship contenders? I know the West has been kind of weird this year, but you know what I mean? The problem is LeBron doesn't play any defense, guys. You guys see, a lot of Lakers fans seem to forget that. LeBron doesn't play defense anymore. And unfortunately, what if next year, what if you do get Kyrie and then AD gets hurt and misses a lot of time and then you fall down the standings again? What happens then? Because this seems like the pattern for Anthony Davis at this point. Anthony Davis seems to have issues staying healthy. I mean, that's been the pattern throughout his entire career, especially when playing for the Lakers. Ever since he won a championship, every year since then, he has missed significant amount of time within the regular season, and all the three with the 2021 year, 2022 year last year, and this year. He's missed, I'd say he's missed at least 100 games combined. He's missed probably 5 to 6 months in total in those 3 combined seasons. And with him being the anchor of your defense, that's not what you want. And that's another thing. Kyrie is not going to fix the defensive issues that the Lakers have. The Lakers have way too many guards that they need to get rid of and get bigger guys. And get more wings. It's that simple, really. Yes, Kyrie may fix the shooting issues, but he's still not a good defender. He's probably average at best. And that's not what the Lakers want. The Lakers need guys to pick up LeBron's slack on the defensive end, so that way, they could still be a good defense even though LeBron is old. So, and what if Anthony Davis goes out? What if Anthony Davis has more injuries? That's the issue, man. That is the biggest issue why I don't think that it's worth it. And I don't think, if Kyrie decides he wants to play with the Lakers in free agency, fine. That's his choice. But I don't think the Nets are better off not taking Westbrook. The Lakers are better off not taking Westbrook. And at this point, just let him walk, free up the cap space, and try to sign another superstar or even just an all-star in the future. You know what I mean? Because KD does not, I'm sorry, but KD does not want to play next to Westbrook again. He just doesn't. He doesn't. He left him for a reason. He doesn't want to play with him again. So why would as KD being the Nets' best player, why would they want to piss him off more than he probably already is with the situation? So by bringing Westbrook back to him, that would just piss him off more. So but anyways, enough about that. On the Pelicans side of things, Brandon Ingram played very well. He had 35 points. He actually carried down the stretch of this game. He hit a lot of tough mid-range shots. I made every key bucket for them down the stretch. So anyways, let me check his shooting splits real quick. 15 of 28 from the field, which is fantastic. He was 0 of 3 from 3, but that's fine. He doesn't shoot a lot of threes anyway. 5 rebounds, 4 assists. So Brandon Ingram played very, very well. Trey Murphy III actually hit a shit ton of threes. Not shit ton, but he hit some big threes to help get the lead. And he was 7 of 12 from the field and 4 of 9 from 3. 5 rebounds. Yeah, you definitely had himself a game. CJ McCollum also played decently with 23 points. He was 8 of 16 from the field, so 50%, and 40% from 3 of 2 of 5. And 2 rebounds, 7 assists, and 2 steals. So, yeah, good game from McCollum. Jose Alvarado had 18 points. He was 7 of 11 from the field and 2 of 4 from 3. So, he had 4 rebounds and 2 assists. So, shout out to him. Yeah, so that pretty much covers this game. Next is Wizards Nets. Now this game I'm actually excited to talk about, but let's start off with the Wizards side of things. The leading scorer in this game was Porzingis with 38 points, 5 rebounds and 2 assists. That's the highest he's scored in a good while. He hasn't scored that many points in a while. So, shout out to Porzingis. And he was 11 of 20 from the field, which is over 50%, and 4 of 5 from 3. So, very efficient from the 3-point line. 5 rebounds, 2 assists, and 2 blocks. So, he definitely had himself a very good game. What's it called? Denny Advia, had 23 points on 6 of 14 shooting, which is a little bit below 50%, and 4 of 9 from 3. 6 rebounds, 3 assists, and 4 steals. So he definitely had himself a pretty good game. And it looks like Bradley Beal did not play in this one. But Monte Morris had 18 points on 7 of 14 shooting and 2 of 5 from 3. 5 rebounds, 8 assists, and 2 steals. He actually hit some clutch buckets down the stretch. I actually did watch a little bit of this game. What's it called? Corey Kispert had chipped in with 15. 5 of 8 from the 3-point line, or 5 of 8 from the field, 3 of 5 from the 3-point line with 2 rebounds. So he contributed. And Daniel Gafford had a double-double. If it'll load. There we go. 4 of 7 from the field and 10 rebounds, 1 steal and a block. So, yeah. That pretty much covers everything from the Wizards side. Now, on the Nets side of things, Cam Thomas had his career high in points. Yesterday. My God, did this man have himself a night? The Nets were down by 18 points, by the way, and Cam Thomas pretty much hit every big shot in the book known to man, and basically brought the Nets back to win this game. Shout out to Cam Thomas. He came off the bench as well and put up those numbers. 44 points, 6 rebounds, and 5 assists on 16 of 23 shooting. That is incredibly efficient, guys. And 4 of 5 from 3. So, 6 rebounds and 5 assists. So, he's a bona fide stud. And I think the Nets should definitely hold on to this dude, especially with Kyrie leaving. I could see Cam Thomas. I mean, Cam Thomas is not that good of a defender, but I could see him playing the Kyrie Irving role if Kyrie leaves, which seems like it's going to. Also, Edmund Sumner, 29 points. I believe that's a career high for him as well. And he was on the Pacers a couple of years ago. But yeah, it was 9 of 19 from the field and 2 of 9 from 3. 2 rebounds, 3 assists, 1 steal, and a block. So he played extremely well. Nick Claxton had 15 and 13. He was 4 of 8 from the field, 13 rebounds, 5 assists, 1 steal, and 3 blocks. Shout out to Nick Claxton. And Patty Mills had 13 off the bench. And he's been playing well recently. He was 5 of 14 from the field and 2 of 5 from 3. So not great shooting splits, but he contributed at least with 3 rebounds as well. But yeah, very good, incredibly impressive win for the Nets, honestly. Next is Clippers-Knicks, which went into overtime, by the way. And Kawhi Leonard had 35, 5 and 3. He was 11 of 23 from the field and 1 of 3 from deep. So not incredibly efficient, but he's still pretty efficient nonetheless. 5 rebounds, 3 assists, and 4 steals. So he was definitely getting after it defensively as well. I watched this game, actually. And Paul George had 30. He was 9 of 16 from the field and 5 of 9 from 3. So he definitely shot it well. 8 rebounds, 5 assists, and 1 steal. Shout out to PG-13. Norman Powell off the bench at 24 as well. And he had a great poster dunk on Julius Randle down the stretch. He was 8 of 17 from field goal shooting and 2 of 6 from three-point range. 7 rebounds and 3 assists and 1 steal. So he definitely played well. Nicholas Batum, he only had 10 points, but we'll talk about him first. He only had 10 points, but he hit the biggest shot of the night. He hit a buzzer-beating 3 to send it into overtime. That's actually how it went into overtime. He hit a clutch-ass 3 right at the buzzer to send it into overtime. And it was highly contested, too. He just shot it super quickly and made it. Shout out to Nicholas Batum. Good old reliable Nick Batum, man. 3 of 4 from the field and 3 of 4 from deep. So all of his shots were 3-point shots. 2 rebounds, 3 assists, 1 steal, and 2 blocks. He actually, shout out to Nick Batum. Marcus Morris also had 17 points. I totally forgot about him. He was 6 of 15 from the field, 4 of 8 from deep, 6 rebounds, 3 assists, and 1 block. Yeah, very good game from Marcus Morris Sr. On the Knicks side of things, Jalen Brunson led the way with 41 points, 5 rebounds, and 7 assists. That's actually unfortunate. He actually played very well. And wow, 14 of 19 from the field, 5 of 7 from 3. I mean, can you get more efficient than that? Holy shit. That's actually incredible. 5 rebounds, 7 assists. So wow, he definitely played extremely well. Julius Randle had a double-double with 28 and 11. And he was 10 of 18 from the field and 2 of 6 from 3. So he actually played pretty efficiently as well, with 11 rebounds and 7 assists and 1 steal. So, yeah. And RJ Barrett had 14 on 6 of 21 shooting. So he definitely did not play well, with 1 of 8 from 3. 5 rebounds, 4 assists, and 1 steal. So, yeah. Quentin Grimes actually hit a clutch 3-pointer to give the Knicks the lead at one point, because the Clippers were up by double digits. Once again, they let the Knicks take the lead at one point, and when that was, even though the Clippers escaped in overtime with the win, that was definitely not that's definitely not, you're supposed to hold on to that lead when you have it. So Clippers have to do a better job holding on to their leads. But he was 4 of 8 from the field and 3 of 6 from 3, 5 rebounds, 2 assists. You know what I'm saying? Good shit. And then Emmanuel quickly had 11 points off the bench. He was 3 of 12 from the field and 3 of 7 from 3, so definitely did not shoot it definitely did not shoot it well, but 4 rebounds, 2 assists, and 1 steal. So, yeah. All right. That pretty much covers this game, so good win from the Clippers in overtime. Next is Suns-Pistons. On the Suns side, the Suns won this by 16 points. Suns won, on the Suns side of things, their leading scorer was DeAndre Ayton, actually, with 31 and 16, so he definitely went off. 13 of 15 from the field, that's incredibly efficient. 16 rebounds, 2 assists, and a block, so shout out to DeAndre Ayton for going off. Mikal Bridges had 24 points. And he was 9 of 15 from the field, 3 of 7 from 3, 2 rebounds, 3 assists, 2 steals, and a block. So the Suns are starting to win a lot more games now. They actually are in the 5th seed in the Western Conference right now. They've jumped up, so after being on a losing streak for a little bit. Cameron Johnson also had 20. He was 7 of 9 from the field, 3 of 4 from deep, so he actually played really well as well. So shout out to him. And then Torrey Craig was the only other guy to score in double figures for the Suns. And he was 5 of 8 from the field and 4 of 4 from 3, so he was incredibly efficient as well. 5 rebounds, 3 assists. Yeah. Chris Paul only had 2 points, but he did have 14 assists, so he's kind of... Well, he was 0 of 7 from the field, so he took shots, just didn't make any of them. 4 rebounds, 14 assists, and 2 steals, so yeah, he definitely contributed in other ways. On the Pistons side of things, Saddiq Bey led the team in scoring with 25. He was 7 of 12 from the field, 4 of 8 from 3, 8 rebounds, 4 assists, and 2 steals. Shout out to Saddiq Bey. Bojan Bogdanovic had 23 points, and he was 8 of 17 from the field, 4 of 10 from 3, 3 rebounds, 2 assists, and 1 steal. Isaiah Stewart also had 17, and he was 7 of 23 from the field, 3 of 8, and 9 rebounds, and 2 assists and 1 steal. So, yeah. Yeah, man, that's pretty much it from the Suns, or for that game. Next game is Trailblazers and Bulls. The Bulls won this one by 8 points. On the Blazers side of things, Lillard dropped a 40-piece once again, 45 and 5 on 12 of 21 shooting, which is actually very good. 5 of 12 from 3, just a tick under 50% from 3, but still, excuse me, 5 rebounds, 5 assists, and 1 steal. Anthony Simons had 27 points, 10 of 18 from the field, 5 of 12 from 3, 5 assists. Yeah, so he definitely shot it well. Yeah, that's pretty much it for the Trailblazers side. The Bulls side of things, Zach LaVine led the team in scoring with 36. He was 11 of 18 from the field and 5 of 10 from 3. So actually surprisingly efficient game from Zach LaVine. 6 rebounds, 5 assists, and 2 steals. And DeMar DeRozan had 27, 7, and 7 on 10 of 16 shooting and made his only 3-point attempt. He made it, 1 of 1, and 1 steal and a block. So DeMar DeRozan had a very good game as well. Vucevic had 23 and 11. He had a double-double. 10 of 17 shooting with 11 rebounds and 4 assists. So shout out to Vooch. Ayo Dosunmu played with 13. 5 of 8, 3 of 4 from 3. 3 rebounds, 5 assists, 1 steal, and a block. So, yeah. So, just overall quality win from the Bulls. Good win from the Bulls. Next game is Rockets and Thunder. And Jesus, the Thunder scored 153 points and beat them by 22. Or no, 32. I believe that's 32. Yeah, 32 points. That's actually incredible. Josh Christopher, actually, and Ty Washington Jr. both had 20 and led the team in scoring. So both of them tied for leading scorer for the Rockets. 7 of 11 from the field for Josh Christopher. 2 of 2 from 3. 5 assists, 1 steal, and a block. So, and Ty Washington, he had was 9 of 16 from the field. 2 of 7 from 3. 2 assists and a block. So, yeah. Terry Eason had 18 points, and he was 5 of 11 from the field and 1 of 2 from 3. Yeah, and then on the Thunder side of things, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander had a 40-piece, 42 points, 4 rebounds, and 6 assists. And they 14 of 23 from the field, which is actually very incredibly efficient. And 4 rebounds, 6 assists, 3 steals, and 2 blocks. So he definitely had himself a game for sure. What's it called? Next is and then Mike Muscala actually had 19. I kind of forgot that he's even on this team, honestly. 7 of 10 from the field and 5 of 8 from 3 with 6 rebounds. And then Isaiah Joe had 18 with 6 of 10 field goal percentage and 5 of 8 from 3, 2 assists, 2 steals, and a block. So, yeah. So that's it for that. So Thunder just got a dominant win against the Rockets. Next is Heat Bucks. The Heat made a couple runs to close the gap, but the Bucks ultimately pulled this one out. And Jimmy Butler led the team in scoring with 32 points. He was 11 of 21 from the field. 1 of 2 from 3, 8 rebounds, 3 assists, and a steal. So he definitely did all he could. Tyler Hero had 24, and he on 10 of 24 shooting from the field, 2 of 8 from 3, 5 rebounds, 6 assists, and a steal. So yeah. Caleb Martin had 17. He was 6 of 13 from the field, 2 of 6 from 3, 9 rebounds, and 1 assist and a block. And then Bam Adebayo had himself a near triple-double, actually. Almost. He was 16 points with 7 of 15 shooting, 11 rebounds, 8 assists, and 2 steals. So, shout out to Bam Adebayo. And then on the Bucks side of things, and I totally forgot, Giannis got a triple-double. I actually kind of watched a little bit of this game, and I saw that. He 35, 15, and 11 on 13 of 19 shooting, which is incredibly efficient as per usual with Giannis. And then 1 steal and a block, so very good game from Giannis. Chris Middleton had 24 off the bench. I keep forgetting he comes off the bench. And 9 of 14 shooting, 1 of 4 from 3, 7 rebounds, 4 assists, and 1 steal. So very good game from him. Grayson Allen had 19, 7 of 11 from 3, or 7 of 11 from the field, and 4 of 7 from 3, 3 rebounds, 3 assists, and 2 steals. Yeah. And that pretty much covers this game, so yeah. Next is Warriors and Mavericks. So the Warriors were up by a lot, actually. And then I guess Steph Curry left with an injury of some kind. And looks like Luka didn't play in this one either. But, the Warriors completely rely on Steph Curry, and it's obvious. Because they let the Mavericks go on a huge run at the end, towards the end of the game, and closed it to single digits. And, so the Warriors got to do a better job at closing out games for sure. Even though they won this one, they definitely shouldn't be happy with the way they let the Mavericks, without Luka, almost come all the way back. Spencer Dinwiddie led the team in scoring with 25. So on 9 of 17 shooting, 3 of 6 from deep, 4 rebounds, 4 assists, and a steal. So he definitely, took over. Tim Hardaway Jr. had 22. And he was a 7 of 16 from shooting and 5 of 10 from 3, 4 rebounds and 2 assists. And then Dorian Finney-Smith had 18. 18 points, 5 of 11 shooting, 3 of 7 from deep for Dorian Finney-Smith, 9 rebounds, 2 assists, and a steal. On the Warriors side, yeah, Steph Curry only played 26 minutes because he got hurt in like the second half. But he had 21 points, six rebounds, and seven. Steph, yeah. So that's, yeah, so I just saw that it just popped up right here. Steph Curry leg expected to be out through All-Star break. So that is disappointing, actually. So I wonder who's going to be Steph Curry's replacement. I guess we'll have to see. But that sucks for the Warriors. And against the Mavericks, he was 7 of 11 from the field and 2 of 6 from 3. 6 rebounds, 7 assists. Yeah. However, Draymond Green with a near triple-double with 17 points. You definitely don't expect Draymond to score this much, especially at this point in his career, but he did. So, 17 points, 6 of 13 shooting, and 3 of 7 from the field, and 2 blocks. And Klay Thompson had 14 on 4 of 11 shooting and 2 of 6 from 3. He definitely, like I said, he's definitely not been shooting it well lately. So, yeah, he's definitely become at the stage where he's washed up. And I hate to say that because I love Klay, but that's just kind of how it is. But, yeah, so that's pretty much it for that game. And finally, we have Nuggets-Hawks. Nuggets won this by 20. Actually, on the Hawks side of things, DeJounte Murray led the team in scoring with 28 points and 10 assists. He was 10 of 21 from the field, 3 of 8 from 3, 4 rebounds and 10 assists, 1 steal, and 2 blocks. So, yeah. But yeah, anyways, yeah, it's kind of unfortunate for them, that they, lost by so much. It's unfortunate. So Trae Young did not play in this one. It looks like, DeAndre Hunter had 20, 7 of 15 from the field, 2 of 4 from 3, 3 rebounds, 4 assists, and a steal. So he definitely had himself like a pretty good game. And, anyways. And the Nuggets side of things. I almost forgot about that. Nikola Jokic with another triple-double. How many triple-doubles has he had consecutively? Because he only had 14 points, but he had 18 rebounds and 10 assists. This man has been on a tear. And 5 of 8 from shooting, 18 rebounds, 10 assists, 1 steal, and 2 blocks. Like I said, in my opinion, he's definitely this year's MVP, without question. I think it should be without question. 41 points from Jamal Murray, actually. So he definitely went off. He's 15 of 24 from the field, 7 of 12 from shooting, or from 3, 5 rebounds, 7 assists, and 1 steal. So he definitely went the hell off. Jesus Christ. Michael Porter Jr. had 23. He was 9 of 16 shooting and 3 of 8 from 3, 2 rebounds, 1 assist, 3 steals, and a block. So yeah, very good game from him as well. Besides that, though, Eric Gordon had 15 points, 7 of 10 shooting, 6 rebounds, 4 assists, and a block. So, pretty average game for him. But yeah, so, yeah. Anyways, that is pretty much it for this recap. Since who knows, I might actually do another recap later today when all these games are over. Considering there's only 6 games. And one of the games is already over. Magic beat the Hornets, but yeah, we'll talk about that in the next recap. So, anyways, thank you guys for watching. If you liked the video, leave a like down below. And yeah, I'll see you guys next time.